was after he had this dream, he converted to Christianity. But there was a catch. He converted, but he had to make some changes. And he called these things, meetings to make these changes, the Councils of Nicaea. The first one, I think it was 325 A.D. There were subsequent ones. And so it just was shocking to me to be raised in the church, good Christian boy, and nobody ever told me none of this stuff about this white guy taking the books out of the Bible and his history. And he killed almost all his own family members because he ain't trusted his own family. So, and then we go take his version of the Bible. That's why I tell people you need to know about King James before you just use his version, because there were older versions and other books. But there's several collection of books. One is called the Forgotten Books of Eden, the Lost Books of the Bible. The most significant find of the 20th century, as far as biblical scholars, many will say, is a group of books called the Dead Sea Scrolls. Mm-hmm. And just in a short little, synopsis, the significance of the Dead Sea Scrolls is that they're the oldest known copies of the New Testament. Prior to that, the ones that we had before that were about 1,000 years later. So, and it's very, very interesting to see what the first Christians thought versus later translations and adaptations of Christianity. So, so anyway, I just wanted to make you aware from the standpoint that there was great efforts to change history, to hide things from us, in order to convince us that we were something we were not, and also to change our image of God and to change our relationship with God, which to me is blasphemy. And so this is something that we really need to address. Now, I'm going to kind of start wrapping this up and talk about the hair thing. And these are some of the responses I normally get. When Ife was speaking, the speaker before me owns her shop and focuses on natural hairstyle. And she asked people to say, what were the different things why people prefer straight hair? One of them is, I can't work with my natural hair. And this, to me, is representative of the fact that when you strip a people of their culture, you've taken away not only their language, their sense of economy, their family, community, their names, the diet. All these things are part of your culture. So if you take that from someone, including how do you take care of your hair, you will be saying things like, I don't know how to work with that. So that's kind of where some of that is coming from. And this is just along the same line, just before I leave this topic of culture,